Welcome to his Creek Workshop. My name is Yuchel. This video is part 6, the final episode of the Deckel grinder restoration project. We will rebuild the motor and give it a good paint job, and we'll reinstall it onto the grinder, and we will try our hands at grinding a new carbide D-bit. And we'll go over to the milling machine and see how it works. So stick around. But before we get started, I received new stickers from our fellow YouTube creators, so let's take a look. If there's one thing that I'm impressed with the YouTube community, it's all the interactions that we have with other YouTubers. Today, I received a mail from Craig's workshop, Craig Marshall. He lives in Australia and he has a pretty neat channel. He does some metalworking, woodworking, and he's right now finishing up a home-built bandsaw that's made out of wood. So check out his channel. And he's an all-around really nice guy. And Chuck in California sent me his stickers. He has a channel called Outside Screwball, and he has a few different stickers that are pretty darn cool. So check out his channel as well. He's got a very nice shop. So Chuck, thank you very much. I'll put these on my sticker wall. I think they could have used a more heavy-duty wire, don't you? Let's take that wire off. Man, look at that. Wire's just brittle. The insulation on the ground wire is cracked off. Wow, look at that. Insulation just cracked right off. Watch this. Ta-da! Alright, the heater's off, so let's see if I can record this. Gritty and sounds very dry. Yay me! We want to be gentle so we don't break the casting. Looks very clean inside. Let's take a look. Here are the original bearings. Camera, there you go. It's an open design. All the grease is kind of dried up and escaped out of there. And here are the bell ends. The yellow stuff is the grease. If you have a shop with no running water and you want to quickly clean up your hands between projects or whatever, these foaming action glass cleaner, this one's Spray Away from Walmart. These work awesome. Spray some on your hands and wipe them off with your towel, paper towel. That does not have ammonia. You don't need to watch me do this. I'll bring you back when I'm done cleaning these up. We have to be pretty careful cleaning this part of the motor housing. We don't want any harsh chemicals inside and degrading any wire insulation in those coils. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to spray a little bit of isopropyl alcohol on a few spots and do a good wipe down. I'm going to leave this main tag on, but I want to clean around it, so you can just take a gentle soft wire brush and clean out the edges so the paint doesn't react. See all that gunk coming out. And when it's time to paint, we'll just mask around that label. It's going to be in the back of the machine anyway. It's not going to be really visible, but so I want it to look nice, but I don't want to go overboard. I just got to cleaning up the motor parts. End bell, well, end cover here. This is a stamped sheet metal, but it had a lot of rust and chips and it was nasty, so I wanted to take all the paint off, and I just used this inexpensive angle die grinder with Scotch-Brite, 3M Scotch-Brite pad, and just cleans up beautifully. I got everything painted, parts blued, we're ready to start reassembling the motor. As you recall, the bearings were shot, so I ordered new bearings, and I got a set of SKF bearings. What's this kind of interesting and frustrating is that, you know, the seller listed as SKF, the picture showed USA, but the ones that I actually got says made in Argentina. And it also says SKF Explorer on there, and I didn't see the word Explorer anywhere on the description. Now, will it matter? I'm pretty sure it won't. It's gonna work just fine. I mean, SKF has some standards, you know, but just more of an annoyance. And this is not a spindle, this is a motor, you know, so I'm sure it'll work fine, but, you know, Argentina. Don't cry for me, Argentina. I did go ahead and press the bearings on my hydraulic press. It's hard to get a camera in there to shoot that, and plus it's really nothing worth filming there, so I thought I'd do you a favor and save you from watching that. Ta-da! Fan just goes onto that taper end. now we have a problem. The belt does not, it's too small to reach around the big pulley. I have the motor as close to the grinder as it'll go. That means I'm gonna have to flip that pulley, which I don't like because this will give me higher speed. Good
morning, American Rotary Tools.
Yes, is Wolfgang available?
Your name, please?
Yuchol Kim.
I'm sorry?
Don't be sorry, it's my name. Yuchol, Y-U-C-H-O-L.
And do you have a company name, sir?
No, that's it. But I am a customer.
Oh. Okay, please hold.
Thank you. While I wait for the correct length belt to arrive, I quickly put on the old belt. It's kind of crusty and a couple strands are broken there, but just wanted to make sure that I test it and see if everything works. So I finished reassembling the motor and mounted it, and quickly connected the VFD that I have. It's an inexpensive model and it screams like a banshee. Anyway, the fan motor does, I should say. Anyway, so I'll have to take this apart and put the correct belt on when it arrives, but I wanted to test it out. While I was at it, I also ordered some collets from American Rotary Tool Company, ARCO, not to be confused with American Rotary Phase Converter people. And I actually wanted to buy Vertex brand because it's one of the better known import brand. But only available source that I found was in Europe. So I didn't want to do that, so I ended up just ordering from American Rotary, and their website did not say they were Vertex. In fact, they didn't say where they're from, so I fully expect them to be Chinese. But pleasantly surprised, these Vertex collets came in the box, and they're made in Taiwan, and they should put that on their website because I think that would be a selling point. So I have the 1/8 inch that came with the grinder. I ordered 1/4 inch, 3/8 inch, and 1/2 inch. I also ordered a one of the carbide micro carbide blank 1/4 inch. I bought it pre-split. It actually was cheaper by $1 versus full round. Saves you time and saves diamond wheel. This is first time using this grinder ever, so I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm not demonstrating how it's supposed to work. I'm just testing it out to make sure it works. In fact, I don't even know the condition of the wheel, but again, I'm anxious to try it. Once I start the VFD, I'm not gonna do any talking because, like I said, the cooling fan on that is pretty loud. I don't know if I can see it on the camera or not. I lightly touched the carbide, and it's hard to see, but the wheel touched the tip but didn't touch back here, which means the head is not at 90 degrees. The head is slightly at an angle like this. So I'm gonna grab a wrench and turn a pin, that pin under there, to get it where it needs to be. I don't know if we can see it now. Now it's touching more at the back, which means I went a little too far. I think that's pretty good. What we're gonna do is, let me grab a pointer. I said I'm not gonna talk, but I kind of have to. Alright, so I have this work head tilted at 25 degrees. I'm gonna try to grind a D-bit here to use on a milling machine. By tilting 25 degrees, I'm grinding a back relief right there. And you can see the Deckel, we just want to get close to the edge, but don't go all the way to the edge, because then it's not going to be 1/4 inch diameter. So we'll leave a tiny thin line at the end. And once we have, we do that by plunging in. Once we have that back grind, and then we'll rotate and grind all the way around. I have a tiny thin blue line on the edge. Don't want to go past that because then you're reducing the diameter. But I think I can go just a little more. Yep. And then rest we'll plunge and then we'll rotate. Now we're gonna grind a relief at the end, but since I just got this put together, chances are the left swing stop pin is out of adjustment. So I'll be looking to see which end of the bit grinds heavy. If it's grinding this side heavy, that means it's swinging too far and I need to adjust the pin. If it's heavy on this side, then it means it's not going far enough, and I'll have to adjust accordingly. So we'll take a look here. It's actually grinding pretty even. Okay, the line's gone. Now see if we can put a small radius on there. About 1/32 of an inch. Well, we got a little more than 1/32 because I didn't set the vernier correctly. Let me show you. So that was pre-ground split when I bought it. Cutting edge right there, and relief on the back. The end, we got a relief as well. And this is where I messed up. The radius, I meant to get half that radius than what I got, but I had the vernier set up wrong on the grinder. So, and that's with a junky old wheel. I think the wheel is pretty much should be replaced, but now we gotta grind a back relief right there, and we'll just do that by hand. We ground that relief right there, so as it spins, that provides the clearance. Not bad. Let's see how it does on some mild cold roll steel. My initial cuts were way too deep, so I backed off and made multiple lighter passes. Here's how they turned out. That was my goof up. Not bad. Not bad at all. Kind of like a round nose almost. Not bad for my very first grinding job. Well, there it is. What a project. I didn't think it was gonna take this much time, but I guess should have kind of guessed that. There are a lot of parts on there, and I've never used one before or worked on one before. So, like I said, I'm just waiting for the new belt to arrive that's in better shape than that. And I have to clear off some bench space to find a home for this. But overall, I'm very happy with how it turned out. And my very first D-bit that I ground it performed okay, I thought. And I just need to figure out, how to use this properly and learn so I can do some of the more... I want to be able to grind end mills on this at some point. So I got a long way to go, but I really had a great time restoring this and sharing that restoration with you. I hope you enjoyed it. Please comment and like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Thank you.